EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Williams in motion. A second down throw for Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Pass completed is St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one, and just...
Now it looks like Dan Campbell will go ahead and throw the red challenge flag here. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now, man, back for a second go-around with the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Lions offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action. No chance at all. He'll go down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he's into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is a great decision by the quarterback. You can see, Mike, he's trying to push this ball downfield and pick up a big completion in the air, but with the amount of depth the defense was getting, his best option was the check down, the underneath short throw, and just say, hey, pick up this rest of this gain with your legs after the catch. And fortunately for this quarterback, this short throw is going to go down in the box score as a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. It's the most valuable real estate in football. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a 1st down.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up 1st down.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off here to Zeke. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And this will be a Lions 1st down as the tackle's made at about the 38-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. there's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. He can run choice routes. He can run real wide receiver type routes. And man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go play action with Goff. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Goff. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there.
That one, taken in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Got a man left side. It's caught. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive start.
A hit, and he has lost the football. Looked like one of the Cowboys was there to recover. Indeed, they will keep possession. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A throw on the run is complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Lions offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Lions 28, Cowboys 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Gonna start this on the ground with Elliott. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. To throw is Prescott. Now a screen set up for Elliott. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Lions offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some 1st downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Now the 2nd-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. It was Marshawn Nealon there to stop him. Here's a 2nd and 9. Goff with the give to Montgomery. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here beginning with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll run Zeke up the middle. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Got a man. That's Tolbert. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs, and not only is he able to pick up the 1st down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
The play action. It's Prescott. Open man downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these 1st downs and go finish with 6.
He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now, this looks like a design run. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Here's Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will dive into the end zone. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action. Oh, a loose football. The Cowboys have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And they'll take it in for the touchdown. Greg, they were looking for that big momentum moment, and the defense delivers with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself trailing, especially here in the second half, you're just looking for any spark, and you don't know where it's going to come from. In this case, it comes from the defense not only being able to force that turnover, take it back for 6, and start chipping away at this second half deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And that is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Prescott on 1st down. This one is caught by Turpin. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too...
And he will score! Game on! Jalen Tolbert, touchdown, Dallas. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That's caught! So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Reynolds now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
From the gun on 3rd down, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Lions will punt this ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they'll get him down for no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll move it out of harm's way. A gain of 3 up to the 4-yard line. One more time for Montgomery. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A ball deep for the end zone. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Second down, Prescott. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here we go. One final play. And off the deflection, it is taken in. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Arlington.